go with the Tampa Bay, but kind of. Oh my God. This will be a multi-episode series or just kick returns.
Now to return, this is up to about the 26-yard line, just
I'm not even
across the 25.
As quarterback. And we got Odell Beckham over there, my man.
A first down throw for Prescott.
I think that would have happened.
Second down.
Oh man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense.
Right
That
here,
fell harmlessly to the ground.
I think I'm using my. That's a good. Yes. Somebody. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Ryan Prescott. All the way.
And strike like that, have explosive plays. That's often the difference in winning
Wow.
and losing. Those types of plays.
And I got my man Mike Tomlin. I got my man Mike Tomlin on my team as my coach. So, Mikey, you better do these. Come on, Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham for the first touchdown. And that only took us a couple seconds. Odell Beckham Jr. The first touchdown of the season. Yeah, Odell Beckham.
He had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown. And it's blocked.
Oh,
He's
come.
picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
That's freaking Cutler.
Well, there's a blocked
This is a bad. Oh my.
We had one of those go against us. I remember told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling?
I got the.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
It's freaking dumb. I hate my freaking kicker.
Bad move. This is Alfred Blue.
Oh.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
What the heck is he doing? Mike Tomlin, what the heck were you doing, retard?
It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. A beautiful fake. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And now the Buccaneers offense.
They say he's freaking good, but he sucks. He can't run worth a bull. Can't run with a crap. Gee, I don't know why I freaking drafted him.
It'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
These freaking people can't even chew. Dang. Ew. I hate my team. My team sucks. You know what? Odell Beckham. Come on, Beckham. Beckham. I love you. I love you, Beckham. I love you, Beckham. I love you, Beckham.
Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that turn, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the
what the balls?
Set up and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
for Thomas Rawls.
Oh, that choke. That choke.
Good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out. Ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring his ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line.
6-yard gain on the play.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a pickup.
Got it in the end zone.
Make it third and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ugh.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. Throw, but incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there. And
Yay, touchdown.
Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. You and I talked
It's a
about
touchdown. Jay Gamer's here.
That comes into play here.
Yay.
The defense, not very alert.
Yay, or Jay Gamer does.
Always saying alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
Boy.
Extra point try now for Suckham.
It's like, I'm going for 2.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that?
Oh.
Did someone double dog dare them?
Yeah, I'm winning.
They
I'm
saw
winning,
something
Jay.
on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film
Bull
there
crap. That was
was a
total
snap,
bull
a
crap.
hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
This kid sucks.
Set to go. And the last drive,
All I do is win, no matter what money I'm about.
If you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
In watching Rick while playing Star Wars Battlefront.
He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And ready for 3rd and 6. goes McCarron on third. It's caught left side. Tammy. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I just make this one simple.
Money.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Boy.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down,
nowhere to
What the
escape.
heck?
He goes down.
Jesus Christ, I pressed the fucking button already, bro.
Gets him there for a loss of about 9.
well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the
back now with Charles Davis.
What team are you on?
It's the Bucks in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long for Prescott.
Jesus
Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down.
I hope you win.
Throwing the football, and they think they got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now the 4-year man out of Louisiana Tech, that's Ryan Allen on to kick this one away.
Boy.
And look at this, it's a fake.
Ultimate interception.
A great read picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go again with Blue. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to be big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running.
There is something to challenge. 3 yards.
One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that is what we call a 1st level run, and it's stopped by a 2nd level player.
Boy.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Jesus Christ, bro!
The way that I did, I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This is the running back, Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far.
No.
I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And a short gain
Yes.
down to about the 33. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. McCarron. And he's going to be
User sack, baby.
down. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you.
That's a freaking flag! Retard!
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back and turns it into a nice gain.
To throw is Prescott. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heat. That's caught at the 25. And he
Yes!
is down deep in a
We went down the field.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up at speed.
I did it. I did
They'll come out
it.
in the pistol. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Come on, retard!
Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have...
Boy, don't take it like that. Punch him in his mouth.
Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And running route. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Jesus Christ, you can't do
The gamble
ball!
fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the left.
They know the score.
The whistles come in. They're going to take out here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it.
Oh, my God!
15 yards through the air on a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
McCarron to throw once more. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They come out here in the eye. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. There goes Marcus Wheaton. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, 72 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
We fielded at the 8. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that
touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Johnson, 44 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Let's go. 3-19. On the carry, this is Blue. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard.
From the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Grady Jarrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
A dump off for Davis. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Thank you all down there.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I trust you.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
He's going to let it go again. And
Oh
he can't
my
hang
God.
on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
He would not.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to back the ball away as they did there. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Jesus Christ, you
It
motherfucker!
did not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
Retard.
That was unexpected.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
I swear that's freaking impossible.
He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
There was freaking no way.
Football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught by Shorts. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Hold up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, McCarron drops it to Blue, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
Oh my God, he
offense,
just got flipped.
be aware, ball may come your way.
Now here's McCarron again. And Timmy with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
What's the difference from Madden 1.6 and Madden 1.7?
Lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today,
That is freaking holding.
some screens, some draws, some quick plays in order and try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Pretty nice lead. If he would have jumped over those people, I would have
Tampa
literally.
Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
Oh,
And sometimes when you
no
see these
interception.
calls on fourth down, when they
Thank
decide
God
to
he
go
didn't
for it, it's not
intercept that.
necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
Thank
I can afford
God.
to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I
Oh,
don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
I
happened
think that
there.
factored in.
I do. I
Beckham.
think that he had
Beckham.
that in his mind
Beckham.
going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's
he got it!
20.
Yes!
A big play that time for Tampa
Yes!
Bay. 53 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Oh, Joe
And
Pepper.
let's see what they've come up with
Take it.
offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're in. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a
Fuck
timeout.
you.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
2nd and inches.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. Ooh, with a juke.
Oh! Yes!
Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
It's
Yes!
really easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking,
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I'm gonna show
Retard.
my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because
There's no freaking way!
much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Bills are going to have a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. And again, it's McCarron. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Jacob Tamme, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams
Slap
go through.
these
You look at the
dudes
clock,
in the
you're
head.
inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Hey.
What's up?
Fourth quarter,
So,
they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the
Final
data says that when a
countdown.
team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing. Prescott.
It's over. It's over. Yes, it's over. Odell just sealed the game. Odell just won the game for us.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that
That's
touchdown
it.
should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally,
What's up?
but I think you're pretty much there.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay?
Stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The Bucs ready
Oh
for the
my
kickoff.
God.
And here we go. It's in the air. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
No, I'm not.
And
I'm
what
right.
plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did know, they are down on the scoreboard. So
This
many
is my
times
left
you hear
hand.
today's NFL
This is my
described
right
as a
hand.
space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
Thing here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Shorts on the reception over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second
It looks
down.
like you're
And
left.
quickly, they get to the line. And the spike comes with just 12
Spiked it just to
seconds
save
left to go.
time.
The way you kick the ball. Want to play Minecraft together after your video?
Yes,
Now
I
here's
will.
McCarron again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oh my God.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass
Let's
he
do
should
cover
They're
9.
going to try and keep hope
This is
alive
weird.
here on
I've never
fourth
done
down.
cover
They're
9
going
ever.
for it.
Well, it looks like it's the right thing to do.
ISF.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one.
Oh!
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart.
That was
And
amazing.
right to finish to this ball game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to show.
That will wrap things up, guys. See you next time on Madden Draft Champions.